Anyway, we are now just 1 week away from that much anticipated Trump-Kim Jong-un summit in Singapore. And the president's out there tweeting today, meeting in Singapore with North Korea will hopefully be the start of something big. We will soon see. Joining me right now, Fox News national security strategist and former deputy assistant to President Trump, Dr. Sebastian Gorka. Dr. Gorka, you're heading to Singapore too, yes?
Yes, I am. I'm delighted to go with Sean Hannity and his team. So we will be there on the ground reporting for Fox and Fox Business.
Wow. Well, I look forward to talking to you while you're in Singapore, and I look forward to watching Sean's program. Put this in perspective for me, from a historical perspective, if you would, Dr. Gorka. How big a deal is this?
Just one thing. If some deal is signed there, we are potentially facing the final closing of the Korean War. It's not smaller than that. Let's remember, the Korean War did not end with a peace treaty. There was no, event on the deck of a carrier. There was no peace treaty in Versailles. There was an armistice. There was a ceasefire, which means that conflict has been frozen for the last 65 years, and Donald Trump may be the president who ends the Korean War. That's the stakes of it.
If he's successful, why will he be successful? In other words, let's assume that it's all going to go well. Fingers crossed,
right.
Knock on wood. If we look back and we say this was a turning point, why would it be a turning point?
Two things. One of them is just the reassertion of American leadership. The fact is, for 8 years, we had Obama say we're going to lead from behind, which is, of course, an oxymoron. We're going to have strategic patience, which means we're not going to act, we're going to let others act. That ended on January the 20th, 2017. So America is back in the game, and we are the most powerful nation the world has ever seen. Secondly, and more important, because we've had leadership under Reagan as well, there's the wholesale jettisoning of the so-called elite's way of doing business. Just look at Mike Pompeo. Mike Pompeo was confirmed by the Senate, and he didn't hang around here in Georgetown and have a fancy cocktail party and then celebrate with people on the Hill and then get to work maybe a week later, as is the swamp way. He was confirmed, ran to Justice Alito, got sworn in by Justice Alito, jumped in his SUV, went to Andrews Air Force Base and flew to the Middle East and Europe and sealed the deals that had to be done to make sure America's relationships are back online. That's not how the elite works. Look at Capitol Hill. What have they done for the Make America Great Again agenda in the last year and a half, Trish? Do you see a lot of support on Capitol Hill for the president?
No, I don't. But, Dr. Gorka, I think it has to do with what Mike Huckabee was talking about earlier, and that's that you got bureaucrats down there in D.C. that are so obsessed with a process, and they don't get sort of just, you got to go and do it. I mean, you don't ask every Tom, Dick, and Harry for permission. You don't hem and haw and debate and analyze, and 4 years later, you'll wake up and you got nothing to show for it.
Yeah, look, he's absolutely right. I worked for President Trump. It's about one thing. It's about results for America and Americans. It's not about having meetings and conferences and going to Geneva and Vienna and hanging out. No, it's about, can you solve the problem? And if you can't solve the problem, you are part of the problem. That's why for the first time since 1776, we elected a man who'd never held public office before or never been a general. That's an important message the American people sent the elite. Trish, the elite is dead, and it's now time to fix the swamp.
Well, it's what the people wanted. Let's hope it gets fixed. Let's hope for very good things there in Singapore. We'll be watching. I know you got a front row seat there to history. So, Dr. Gorka, we'll talk to you next week, I hope.